Boruto is involved in Amado's daughter's illness. What happened 12 years ago? Why could Boruto's birth have influenced this? Amado didn't choose Konoha as his residence for no reason. Since this is necessary to cure the illness, or is there another secret to it? Enjoy watching. If you've been paying attention to the Boruto anime, you may have noticed that hints were dropped about something happening at Boruto's birth, but it wasn't specified. Then we were shown Jogun and Toneri, who's been observing him. If you watch a lot of anime, movies, or series, you should be familiar with plot references and how authors try to hint at important aspects of the story. Simply put, in a plot nothing is unimportant. Let's take an example from Naruto. We were told that Kakashi had a friend from the Uchiha clan. We were shown the copy ninja with the Sharingan in his right eye. Then we were shown Tobi, who had the right side of his face covered, with the Sharingan in the left side. Many didn't think much about it, as the author wanted to confuse us, presenting Shisui's story, the character himself claiming to be Madara, but the plot constantly hinted to us who it was, saying that these things are connected. Rumors about something happening at Boruto's birth have been circulating for many years. In one chapter, we learn an interesting detail. A scientist named Amado, who started cloning research, has a daughter with an incurable disease. Amado reveals this to Naruto himself when he mentions that he wants to resurrect her thanks to karma. A precise date is given, 12 years ago. At this time, Boruto mentions that it aligns with his birth. It would seem that there is nothing strange about this. He just heard the number 12 and realized that the events happened at the moment of his birth. But the authors would not focus on an unimportant part for the plot. This means that this small detail somehow connects what happened to Amado's daughter to the birth of Boruto himself. But how? Currently, we have no information about Jogun, whether it exists in the manga or the events surrounding Boruto's birth. All we know is that it was 12 years ago, around chapter 85. I don't believe it's a coincidence, as there are no coincidences in a plot. Hence, I have a few questions. Firstly, is Akiba's disease related to Boruto's birth? Did the appearance of the Otsutsuki in the human world alter the nature of chakra, causing some people to fall ill, including Amado's daughter? Or secondly, did this disease affect only Akiba, or did it also affect the newborn Boruto, whom Toneri later saved, endowing him with Otsutsuki power and granting him Jogun? Either way, I'm confident these two events are connected. The cause of this disease is unknown, but we do know that during this period, Jigen, or rather Ishiki, was already starting to act. Is it possible that he created this disease? It's also unknown. Speculating that all of this is connected may sound far-fetched, but the emphasis on Boruto being born exactly 12 years ago, at the time Amado's daughter died, suggests a connection. If these events are linked, it will lead to an interesting plot development. Amado will become a villain, and he didn't choose the Leaf Village for protection against Otsutsuki without reason. He could have chosen any country. Both Naruto and Sasuke would still have fought against the Otsutsuki, since there is an alliance between the Kagis. Konoha wouldn't allow anyone from Kaguya's clan to do as they pleased. There must be a reason for being closer to Konoha, but what is it? While Leaf, perhaps the reason is that, even with a clone, his genes are susceptible to the same disease as Akiba's, hence the need for so many clones of her. Notice that none of the cyborgs have duplicates. Essentially, Delta's consciousness is in her drone attached to her back and her body, and Amado constantly creates new clones. For some reason, he deactivated Delta's clone in Jigen's hideout, as if she was no longer needed, even though he could have taken her with him. But he created a new clone, already within the territory of the Leaf Village, stating that she would now assist Konoha. I see only one answer here. Konoha is surrounded by some barrier imposed by Toneri, allowing Boruto to recover from the same disease Akiba had. That's why Amado needed to get to Konoha for Delta's clone to be created there. This would explain why she has many bodies. I'm also curious about something else. How many other people were affected by this disease? Was it just Amado's daughter, and no doctor could cure her? If it's that serious, maybe the disease infiltrated the cells, and no matter how many clones Amado made, the girl fell ill again. Perhaps he heard that someone recovered from a similar disease, and it was indeed Boruto? In any case, I'm sure the authors didn't casually hint at the 12 years, aligning Boruto's birth with Akiba's death. There's a connection here, and we'll find out more in the upcoming chapters. I look forward to hearing your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Good luck to everyone.